Hey guys, welcome to Living the Logic. This is Manish Narayan, and in the last video we covered conditionals. Today we're going to talk about loops, the for loop, and the while loop. So basically loops allow you to perform repetitive tasks. So in Python, if you have some tasks you want to repeat over and over again, n number of times, you can use loops. In this video, we're going to cover the for loop and the while loop. So let's go to our project, Python dev, and add a new file. And we'll name this loops.py for Python. Okay. So the first loop we're going to cover is the for loop. Okay. So I'm going to show you an example of how to iterate over a list using a for loop. Okay. So let's say we define a variable or declare a variable called fruits, and we set it equal to a list. Okay. So in that list we'll have an apple, a banana, and a cherry. All right, so we have a list of fruits. Now I want to take each fruit, loop through this list, and print out the fruit, right? So what I'm going to do is use a for loop. So for, again, for is a reserved keyword in Python. So I can say for each fruit inside, so in is also a reserved keyword in the fruits list. Okay, so for each fruit in the fruits, we're going to print out the fruit. Okay, so in this case, don't forget to put a colon here. Let's run this. We'll save it. And in my terminal, I'll say Python. Oops, skip that. Say Python loops.py. Okay, perfect. Notice in the terminal, it went through the fruits list. The for loop went through each fruit and printed out the fruit. So apple, banana, and cherry. Okay, so that's a simple for loop. Okay, now you can achieve similar results, and there are different types of conditions or business situations where you need to use a for loop, but there's another type of loop called a while loop. Okay, so while loops work with conditions, right? So a loop will keep running until the condition is met or not met, right? So let's set up a while loop. So let's say I set up a count equals 0, and now I'm going to use a while keyword. So while the count is less than 5, okay, I'm going to say print the count, okay, and then add 1 to the count. Okay, so remember the count starts at 0. Now I'm going to show you a operator here. It's called a plus equal operator. Okay, plus equal, basically it's equivalent to saying count equals count plus 1. It's a shorthand way of incrementing the count variable. Okay, so now if I run this, let's just mentally perform the algorithm. So count starts at 0. The while loop checks, is the condition true? So is 0 less than 5? Yes, true. So it'll print out 0. And then it'll bump up the count by 1. So then the count becomes 1. So it goes back to the while conditional check. Now is 1 less than 5? Yes. So it'll continue this, whatever's in the while loop, until the count is equal to 5 or greater than 5. Okay. So let's go ahead and save that and give it a run. I'll hit the up arrow. Perfect. So notice it print out 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it didn't print out 5 because when the count reaches 5, it's equal to 5. So this condition in the while loop is false. So then it breaks out of the loop. Okay, the loop is finished. Speaking of breaking out of loops, so let me show you how to break out of a loop. You can use a break keyword. Okay, so there's a break keyword, right? Let me show you how that works. So we'll use a for loop for I in range. All right, so we can use a range of 10. So we'll go through, we'll iterate over I, which is in the range of 10, and we'll check a condition. If I is equal to 5, okay? Now notice here, when we're using a conditional check, we have to use a double equal sign. When we're assigning a variable, a value, we use a single equal sign. Okay, that's an assignment operator. This is a logical check operator, right? So is I equal to 5? So if I is equal to 5, we're going to break out of the loop. Okay, otherwise we're going to keep printing out I. Okay, so let's see how that runs. So I'll save that. All right, perfect. So starts at 0, okay? Goes 1, 2, 3, 4. So remember, when it reached 5, it it met this condition. If 5 equals 5, that's true. Then it says break out of the loop. So it breaks out of the loop and goes to the next part of your code. Okay, so that's those are examples of for loops and while loops. Okay, now let's create a program, all right, using our for loop. And what we'll do is we'll sum all the numbers in some list. Okay, so let's say we define numbers here, all right, and it's a list of number integers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to give it a total to store the sum. Let's say the total starts at 0. Now we're going to say for each number in numbers, okay, we're going to sum the total, right? So total plus equals the number. Okay, and then once we're done with the loop, we'll print out the total. So total starts at 0, and then it loops through each number in this list of numbers and adds to the total the number itself. So we'll have 0 plus 1 is 1, then 1 plus 2 is 3, then 3 plus 3 is 6, then 6 plus 4 is 10, and 10 plus 5 is 15. Let's see if that runs. All right, so we got the total is 15. That's perfect. All right, so hope you enjoyed the video. It's a simple example of how to use looping within Python. We made use of the for loop and the while loop. I'll see you in the next video. Hey guys, if you found the video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. See you next time.